Hi guys! So as you can tell by the title of today's video, today is going to be a really quick and easy filming day for me because I'm just going to do a really quick Q&A kind of video. I've been getting a lot of different messages and comments on YouTube as well as Instagram and Twitter and my Facebook and stuff. Just general questions that you guys had about myself, just some personal questions, some general questions, and I figured it would be a really good way for you guys to kind of get to know me and kind of allow myself to open up to you guys a little bit more, so maybe I'll feel a little bit more comfortable talking to you guys. And I just thought it would be a really kind of fun video for me to film. So I have about 20 or 30 questions, and I just kind of picked the questions that were asked the most because a lot of them are repetitive, like what's my name, where do I live, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to take forever to film this video because I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just gonna get right into it. Also, I always have my social media links listed down below in the info bar, so if you want to follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook and leave me questions or comments maybe for future Q&A videos, follow me if you want. The links are down below, and now we will get started. So I don't have the questions listed in any particular type of order. I'm just gonna go right down the list. So the first one is probably the most frequently asked question is, what is your name and how do you pronounce it? So my YouTube name and all my social media links names is Lawn Fan Beauty, and of course everyone wants to pronounce it Lone instead of Lawn. Lawn is my first name. It's spelled like Lone, but it is not pronounced that way. It's pronounced like lawn, and I always tell people to help them remember it's like mow your lawn. So that's how you pronounce my name, and that is my name. I also got asked, do you have a nickname? I have a Vietnamese nickname that my entire family calls me because no one really calls me Lawn except for my brother and maybe my cousins. Everyone else calls me by my Vietnamese nickname, which is Alp, and that means snail in Vietnamese, and it was just the first word that I blabbed out, and my dad decided to nickname me that. And when I was younger, I just hated my name because no one could pronounce it like the right way. It was always Loanne or Lone or just weird pronunciations. So I really wanted to legally change my name to Kelly. So for a long time I asked my family to call me Kelly just to kind of get used to the idea, but it never caught on. The only person that calls me Kelly is my cousin Kathy, and it's so funny because when she calls me by Kelly, I answer to it like it's my name and it's out of habit, and so that's my other nickname. So Alp and Kelly are my two nicknames. The next question that I got a lot is, where do you live? And I live on the East Coast of the United States. I'm not gonna say which state because I would like to keep that a little private. What is your favorite color? I don't really have a favorite color, although everyone that knows me will probably say pink, and I don't really love pink that much. I just grew up loving pink, so everyone assumed that I still like the color pink, so they keep buying me pink things. So if you look around my room, there's a lot of pink in it, so people just assume that I like the color pink. I don't really have one specific favorite color. I kind of like all colors. It depends on my mood that day. I like turquoise, I like mints, I like really dusty, smoky purples, and I love blush tone pinks. I think they're just so beautiful and feminine and girly without being like little girl, like baby pink girly, you know? It's just such a beautiful color and it fits everybody. Do you have any siblings? I do. I have a little brother. We're about almost 6 years apart, and he's younger than me, but he is about a whole 1.5 feet taller than me. I don't know where we got him from, but standing next to my parents and I, he looks like a gigantic, I don't even know, giant. Does that make any sense? Yeah, he's way taller than all of us. It's really weird. What's the next question? What is your job? Right now I am working in a hospital, and I will just leave it at that because I also want to keep that private. How old are you? I am 27. Ugh, almost 30. That's really sad. What is your favorite music or movie genre? Music, I honestly like all kinds of music. I'm not really particular or favor any kind of specific genre. I literally like all kinds of music. I like rap, hip-hop, pop, really country music. I love classical music whenever I'm in a really kind of sad mood, I blast classical music like a nerd, and it just really calms me, and it's just really, really nice to listen to. For movies, I love a good scary movie. Not gory, because it doesn't scare me or freak me out, all the gore and the blood and the guts and stuff, but I love a good supernatural movie. Anytime a new one is out, I beg my boyfriend to see it with me, and he's probably sick of it and he's probably not a fan of it, but he sticks it out for me because he loves me. So yeah, a really good scary movie is my favorite, and I'm really excited for the new Insidious movie. What is your nationality? I am 100% Vietnamese. Are you single or are you taken? I am taken. I have been with my boyfriend for about, it'll be 10 years this October, so we've been together for a long time. Yeah, he's awesome. Are you a shy, loud, friendly, or quiet type of person when someone first meets you? This is a really funny question because I could be all four things depending on what environment and setting I'm in. If it's like kind of a work or business environment, I'm pretty really kind of shy and quiet. But if it's like meeting a new person when I'm at like a bar or meeting a friend's friend or something like that, I can pretty much be friendly and loud and really kind of in your face, like really just want to become your friend. So I could be all four of those things depending on where I am and who I'm with. Do you laugh or stutter when you're nervous? I stutter like crazy. It's like I'm not even speaking English anymore. It's just my words jumble up, my eyes get really dry, and you would think that I should be locked up because it's so socially awkward to talk to me when I'm nervous. How many languages do you speak? I speak English, obviously, and I speak Vietnamese fluently. Are you married or do you want to get married? I am not married yet. We are just still dating. And do I want to get married? I mean, eventually. I'm not one of those girls that like, well, it's been forever and we need to get married already. I don't want to rush into it. I don't see the kind of like reasoning behind to want to get married if everything is fine the way it is. So I mean, if we're just boyfriend and girlfriend for the rest of our lives with kids, I'll be okay with that. Yeah, because I see people who are married, and I see my friends from high school and college who are married, and they just seem kind of miserable these days. So I'm not really in a rush to be miserable. I'm very happy with my relationship and where it's at right now. Do you have any children? No. Would you rather live in the country or the city? Honestly, I would rather live in the country. I live right next to a pretty, not big city, but I'm not going to say where it is, but I do live next to a city, like city. So I don't, like, I've grown up with it all my life, so I'm kind of used to it. I would like a change, and just being in the country would just be so beautiful, and all that land, and you can have animals and all that stuff. It would just be really, really nice and calming to live in. Have you ever dyed your hair? Yes, I've actually just got it recently dyed. I just had it lightened up for the summer. Are you in love? I would hope so after 10 years of being together. Yes, I am in love. When was the last time you cried? You know what's really funny? Every time someone does a Q&A type of video like this, that question always gets asked. Why do people want to know when the last time someone cried was? Like, it doesn't tell you anything about that person. It doesn't give you any insight on their life. It's just, when did you last cry? I cried probably yesterday. I went to go visit my grandpa who recently passed, and I just thought about, him, and it made me really sad that he's gone, and I always cry when I think about him. So I last cried yesterday, for those who want to know when I cried last. The last person you texted, let's see, was my boyfriend, and the last text message sent, I said to him, what are you doing? And he said he's watching the Wolverine, playing video games, and that he was getting hungry. So that was my last text. Who can you go to with your problems? I am very blessed in that I'm so blessed with the people in my life, especially my family, because we're all so close-knit. I can go to any one of my cousins, I can go to my mom, I can go to my brother, my boyfriend, my dad, if I need any kind of advice or help or problems that I need just to vent to somebody to. Yeah, they're my everything. So we always go to each other. We don't get embarrassed about it. We just, I mean, if you can't talk to your family about, you know, hardships and what you're worried about and what stresses you out, then who can you really talk to? So I'm very blessed that I have a lot of people that I can just go to with my problems. What's the next question? Do you have any insecurities and how do you deal with them? I really like this question, and I specifically picked out this question to answer because when I used to watch YouTubers like all the time in their videos, I was just so kind of infatuated and jealous of how confident they seem. And when they did like their Q&A, some of them would kind of say like, yeah, they were insecure and blah 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 blah, and I was just thinking, I mean, how can you be so insecure? You're so beautiful, you put so much of yourself out there, millions of people are watching you. And I kind of get that now that I'm on the other side of the video. I mean, I'm not saying millions of people are watching me, but a lot of people assume that I'm confident enough to sit down and film and put myself and be makeup free on camera and show everyone that, you know, what I look like without makeup. And people just assume that I'm very secure and very confident in myself. And if you knew me in person, and if you ever just had a conversation with me, that could not be further from the truth. Like everyone else out there, like every single other girl, I have tons of insecurities. And the insecurities can be from when I was younger, being insecure about something really, really small and petty, to something that really bugs me and wish that I could change about myself, and can stem back to 10, 15 years as like a teenager that I'm still insecure with. I mean, I don't think you will ever meet anybody that is perfectly confident and secure with how they look, what their personality is like, themselves as a person. So yes, I have a lot of insecurities. I would just be really just superficial if I said that I didn't have insecurities. And how do I deal with them? If you ask my boyfriend, he will tell you that I don't deal with them. I'm very picky about myself, I'm very particular about myself, and I kind of not kick myself down a lot, but I should love myself more. And that's one of my insecurities, is that I don't love myself enough, that I don't see what my boyfriend sees in me or how my family views me. Not to sound conceited or anything, you know, but I just don't love myself enough, or as much as I should. I'm not an awful person, and that alone should be enough for me. But sometimes, you know, you have those bad days where nothing is enough, you're never good enough, you don't feel like you're good at all. So I think that insecurities become better as you age. They seem just small and petty as you get older, because there's so many more things to worry about, and so many things that are closer to your heart that's just way bigger than like how your hair looks that day, or you don't fit in your jeans and how that makes you feel. Like ever since ever since my nieces were born, I mean, just seeing them and just the love that I have for them is just so much bigger than what my insecurities are. So if I'm having a bad day, I usually think about them and what I need to do to be a good aunt to them and stuff. That makes me feel a little bit better, because I know that there's someone out there who is depending on me and who is really excited to see me when I come through the door. So my insecurities don't seem as big when I think about these little people that have such a tight hold on my heart. And that might be cheesy and that might not apply to you, but I think that if you are having a bad day, think about something or someone that loves you so much that they don't care what you're insecure about, that they probably don't even see that insecurity that you see in yourself or that ugliness that you see in yourself. Think about that person, and I promise you feel tons better. So I don't know if that made any sense or if that answered your question or even that if that helped, but that's how I deal with my insecurities. That was really deep and I did not mean to go that deep into that subject. The next question is, what is your favorite quote? I am a huge fan of like inspirational quotes and just funny little sayings and stuff, so I don't even know if I have one. Let's see. The one quote that always comes to my mind if I'm having a bad day, or the one that I always tell people when they're having a bad day and they're talking to me about it, is that everything happens for a reason, and that could not be more true. If I'm having a bad day, that's what I think about because it reminds me that I don't have control of what is about to happen. It's going to happen regardless of what I do or how I act or what I say. What's meant to be will be, and I should just take a deep breath and let things unfold as they will. So that's probably the quote that I live by, and I mean, if you're having a bad day and you talk to me, you're probably going to hear me quote that. So that is my favorite quote. What is your desert island must-have? I'm assuming this is like, what would you bring if you were deserted on an island forever? Like a product or anything? I would probably just need chapstick, like a lifetime supply of chapstick. I don't care if my hair is messed up, I don't care if my dark circles are peeking through, but if I don't have chapstick, I may just go drown myself in the water because is anyone else like that? Like you have to have something on your lips at all times because it just feels super uncomfortable if your lips is dry and cracky, and it's just so painful thinking about it. So yeah, I would need some type of lip balm. It doesn't have to be an expensive brand or just any kind of lip balm. Vaseline, throw it at me. Have you ever had braces? A lot of people ask me this. No, I've never had braces. I was just kind of fortunate enough to have pretty straight teeth. They're not completely even or perfect or anything, but I kind of like that. And yeah, no, I've never had braces. Would you change anything about yourself? Just going back to the insecurity question, of course I have stuff that I would like to change about myself. I'm 4'11", that's under 5 feet tall if you didn't get, and I hate that. I like it because it makes people take care of me a little bit more because everyone just looks at me like, "Aw, she's so little and she's so fragile and you just have to help her and kind of protect her and stuff." So that's fun, but I mean, I wish I were a little taller because I would like to go out with my friends and not have to wear heels and not feel like a 12-year-old, because if I'm not wearing heels, people assume that I'm way younger than I am because I'm so short. And yeah, my friends hate it when I wear heels because sometimes they just want to wear flats and then they see me in heels and they kind of get mad at me for it. So I wish I were a little taller. If you have a boyfriend, will he be in your videos? I want him to be in videos in the future, probably not anytime soon because I brought the idea up to him and he doesn't really sound excited about it. So I don't want to push him into it or anything, but we are going on vacation in the middle of June in about 3 weeks. So I want to do some vlogging and just some get ready with me type of videos, and he may be in those vlogs, he may not be if he feels up to it, but I'll sit him down and do a boyfriend tag or something because I'll introduce you guys to him if you want. Do you have any piercings or tattoos? I do not have any tattoos. I do want to get one sometime soon. Something for my grandpa. I don't know what or where yet. I'm still debating if I want it or not because it's something pretty permanent and I don't know, that makes me nervous, and I'm terrified of needles, so someone may have to like drug me or knock me out to get this tattoo. Piercings, I have my ears pierced and my belly button pierced, and girls who are 18, 19, younger than that, or even older than that, and thinking about getting your belly button pierced, just don't. I totally regret it. Yeah, it's not worth it. It may look cute for like, 2 or 3 years and it's really exciting and stuff, but you'll soon regret it too. So those were all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you kind of enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. If you guys like these type of videos, or if you want more questions answered and I didn't get to it, leave them down below. Leave them on my Instagram or Twitter, wherever you want, and I will film another one in the near future if you're interested. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.